Good evening, my dear friends. I'm Judy Pinto. Those who do not know me, I'm just introducing myself to you. I was a Hindi professor. I taught earlier in a primary school, English primary school, for 15 years. And then I joined a esteemed St. Aloysius College and then taught for 25 years as a Hindi lecturer. Finally, for 5 years, I was a vice principal in the college. And so many students I have taught for those 41 years. That experience and the experience of being a mother, a wife at home, and as a resource person, and now as a counselor, has helped me to lead a fruitful life. In the previous video, I had shared with you how am I coping up with the present situation. Today, in this video, I would like to share with you the different facets of our life, like mainly physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual areas of your life. Any normal days also, we have to balance all these 5 areas of our life. But now, during this pandemic or during the lockout time, how can we balance these 5 areas? Friends, this virus or the lockdown has affected the whole world. Do you think it has affected all the people in the same way? Definitely not. There are people who are affected and diseased. There are people who are affected, but they are out of danger. They have returned home. There are so many other people all over the world. We are not affected directly with the virus, but indirectly our lives have been different. There are people who are actively involved, doctors, nurses, health personnel, all these people directly involved. Day to day, they have to work with them. But then there are other people, those workers we have seen, daily wages. Their life is quite different. There are farmers, villagers. Their life is different. So during this pandemic, we people are dealing this difficulty or this situation in different ways. Now, how do we balance in our own situation? So today I am going to deal with two of the issues. One is the physical and the second one is mental. So when I speak of physical, I would like to make 2 or 3 different categories. My heartfelt gratitude to all the doctors. Now we can call them as soldiers. The other day I have seen a visual doctor. She is showing her stethoscope and then she's saying, I am a soldier and this is my weapon. So now these soldiers are struggling, toiling day and night to save lives. They deal with this physically in a different way, right? We are at home, but these people have to go to the workplace, they have to go to the hospitals, clinics sometimes, or any place where they are needed. And this happens all over the world. So their physical health, their health itself is in danger, they are vulnerable. So how do they take care of this? They're doctors, right? They know how to take care of them physically. But unfortunately, these days we hear that we have lost some of the doctors, some nurses, some health workers. They have died. So we have to request them, guys, you have to take care of your health. Don't overdo. You have also your families. So taking care of your health is also important. We have to tell them. Sometimes, for some people, their duty comes first, and they are ready to sacrifice even their lives for the sake of humanity. We salute them. This happens to be a special category, dear friends. But then we people are there. The second category, we people mostly are inside four walls of our homes. We have to also manage physically, manage mentally, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. Now, those who are inside the four walls, how do we manage? So, for any normal person, the physical things will be eating, drinking, sleep, exercise. These are a part of our life, any normal life. But now, during this lockdown time, what are the special measures we can take? How can we look after our physical health? Now, take for example these corporate world people. We hear that they are working from home. Friends, there will be so many of you listening to this video, watching this video. You may be working from home. This is new for you, right? Earlier, maybe sometime, a few days, maybe you worked from home. Now, every day you have to work from home. So, how do you take care of your physical well being? First of all, I would request you not to sit in a place for the whole day, whole time. And whenever you sit, you have that posture. Not to sleep and do your work or be on the couch and do your work. Maybe you can have proper posture. And sometimes in between, maybe after an hour or a half an hour or so, you get up, move around. If you have kids, play with them. Wife is working inside the kitchen, help. This is about the men. But if the ladies are working from home, it's very difficult for the ladies. I can understand. They have to work from home, they have to look after the kids, also they have to do the household work. Now there is no help of maid also. You have to balance. Second thing comes eating. Now when we are at home and when someone cooks for us in spite of lockdown or anything, cooks good food for us, we tend to eat more. Have you not watched those videos before lockdown and after lockdown? The small kids, I have watched one. The small kids with big tummies and they dance. You also may become like that. You may bloat up. So we have to take care of what we eat, how much we eat. This is very important during this time. Then it is also important to drink water. Not to drink aerated drinks, because that again will have adverse effect on our body. The youngsters who are watching this, the youth, the teenagers especially, what are you doing during this time to improve your health? Maybe you can take out all those gymming equipments. Maybe that bicycle is kept in some corner. You can remove that and you can start exercising. As I have started some of the exercises, knee exercise and all, which will benefit me. So we can keep fit, we can exercise. We have a bishop in our family, and you know how stressful their work is. They have to visit parishes and lot of work. And always I found him very, very busy. But now when he calls us, he tells, I have time now. And he walks, it seems. He walks, he does some work in the garden, and then exercise. See, lockdown period is not very bad. We can have some positive things happening. So we have to take care of this physical side of our life. Then another important factor which helps the physical health is good sleep. So you people, if you are worried about this lockdown, boring and such attitude, maybe we may not have good sleep. Now when I say sleep, we can overdo also. Some people may be sleeping whole day. That is also useless, right? So we sleep at night. Sleep well without any stress or anxiety about what is happening now. Some of you may have some difficulty about your job security and all those things. I'll speak about that in the next video when I speak to you about emotional well-being. Definitely that is an important topic. So friends, you will take good care of yourself, right? All these things we have to follow because we have to keep healthy. This will pass. But if we become unhealthy during this time, when the lockdown goes away and even coronavirus goes away, we will be unhealthy. So we have to take care of that, okay? Now, little while we will speak about the mental faculties. During this time, we may have lot of anxiety. The thoughts, the mental aspect is basically on thoughts. What type of thoughts we have? Based on that, we work. Based on that, we live our life. So we have to have positive thoughts. You've heard, right? A healthy body and a healthy mind, how they go together. Healthy mind in a healthy body. And when the mind is healthy, the body has the effect of this. So what to do about the mental health apart from having good thoughts? We can have, you have seen Sudoku? How many of you are practicing or working on Sudoku? That's a very good exercise for our mental health. It keeps us very alert. When we solve that Sudoku puzzle, it's very enriching. And then we can have crossword puzzles. Nowadays, in different apps, we get so many such things. Then there are Scrabble, then word building games. These young people, like youth or teenagers or the young children, school going children, you have to keep your mental energy in proper condition. And you can do all these things. And we others can read. Last video I have suggested a book to you, reminding you once again, Ikigai. I have given you activity, right, in the last video, to call that person who has influenced in your life, whom you have not called for a long time. I'm reminding you once again. If you have not done that activity, please do it. And this time, I suggest to you one more good book. This, I'm sure many of you have read. The 7 Habits of Effective People. And the author is Stephen Covey. For the teenagers, he has written similar 7 Habits of Effective Teenagers. So you can read that book. So what we have discussed today is, there are, for a normal person also, we have to balance 5 aspects of our life: physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual. When there is a balance, we become perfect people, perfect human beings. And today is the time where we have to be very human. I'm very grateful for the people, the NGOs, the other people who are helping the needy, supplying food and other materials to them. Really, really commendable work. And we are inside, we are taking care of ourselves. That also is a great work. So let us stay home, and stay safe. God bless us all.